And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 31 yards there and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Second and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 28 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0.
Harrison Butler is kickoff 14-2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 5. At the 29.
Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. On play action, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Pacheco. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he won't get back to the line of scrimmage this time either as they stop him behind the line once more. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
Harrison Butker at the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fast.
Touchdown, Falcons! Ray McCloud, 63 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's 2nd and 3. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's brought in downfield by London.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Cousins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now here's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the first down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mahomes going to change things up. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mahomes going to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half, Cousins.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now. inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
This pass is caught by London. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 67 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Cousins now from the 50. Throw left side, there's London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Again, it's Cousins. Able to complete this one to McLeod. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Cousins now. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Now 3rd down and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to